Bros play!
You ready to Toki, bro?
I'm ready to Toki, bro.
Let's get some Tokiing going on.
Allow my Toki to introduce my Toki.
My Toki hasn't seen you in a while.
My Toki has a first name. It's Toki Tori.
You tried.
This is my Toki. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Without me, my Toki is nothing. Without my Toki, I am nothing.
Without my Toki, I am nothing. I don't really know what that means. That sounds like an innuendo.
Yeah.
Innuendo? I mean,
whoa. That was straight out of Scrubs.
Yeah, stolen. Stolen valor.
No.
Well, stolen jokes.
That's a totally different thing.
It is.
Stolen valor is a very awkward experience.
Very awkward
to
thing,
watch.
Yes.
For those who don't know, stolen valor is when people dress like servicemen and women, and then they get caught in public. So I'm sure there's a lot of reasons to do it. That some people get free coffees. Some people just. I think in a lot of cases it's just about. It's about that feeling, like that.
Of just people admiring you.
Yeah, and that sort of pride that goes along with a uniform. But really, you're supposed to have a pride when it's your uniform.
Yeah.
But man, is that ever a strange thing to watch.
Yeah, it gets really strict because people will actually give themselves medals.
Yes.
Right.
And wrong ones too.
Crazy stuff like
they'll
that.
put stuff on the wrong side of their jacket or any of that stuff, and it's yeah.
Well, you can imagine it's just disappointing, but it's also people do all kinds of crazy things, and it's like, why would you want to lie about that?
I've known people who have been such compulsive liars. They'll lie about something that they know you'll figure out by the end of the day. Like not even with trying. Like they'll lie about something that happened out. Like there's a thing outside, and like you're like 5 minutes away from figuring out whether that's true, and they'll still lie about it.
And those ones always confuse me because it's just like, what do you get out of this? Because the only thing you get is you lose my trust. That's not really. It's not an advantage.
I think it's the feeling. Did you just guide that worm with
you? Yes, I did. The cockworm came after me.
The cockworm?
I mean, yeah. Did you notice that?
Have we decided that? Let me see.
Well, you watch.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. So, anyways, yes, I'm guiding the worm. So he'll just go straight, but the turbo sucker will turn him around.
Are you telling me the turbo sucker and the cockworm get along?
They do. Yeah, they go hand in hand.
So you want this guy to go with you?
Yeah. So you'll see why when I get down to the bottom. But if you just allow him to fall, he'll beat you there. And then you won't be able to actually get the final egg. So pretty much you're just giving him... So now he's going to hit that ledge, and he's going to have to walk all the way over to this side.
Oh, wow.
So
but
hopefully...
do you still need the sucker by the end? Is that why you're holding onto it?
Exactly, because there's one down at the bottom.
Wow.
And this is the cool thing about the game, that the rewind is almost essential. Just from the perspective that, you wouldn't even know that this is going to happen until you're all the way down here. Mm-hmm. Right? Yeah. That's what I think of you.
Gotcha. I was gonna say his. Oh no! Oh, you've murdered you've murdered the worm.
Yeah, I did.
What a worm!
What the hell? Does that have to just fall here?
Murdered the worm.
The bird is the worm, right?
Oh.
Isn't that how that goes?
It's a nice little transition.
Oh, look!
Into the water sewers, not the gooey sewers.
Look, I'm laying pipe.
You're not laying pipe. You're walking through pipe.
Yeah, sure. I might as well be a plumber.
Well, I mean, back there is where people laid strings, so.
Oh, what the hell? Oh, that's right. Okay. I was wondering how we were going to get to the bubble level. I don't know if you noticed, but there was a little exit sign, and it had a little Toki going through a door.
It's like he's... Wow, that's kind of nice.
What, the underwater
The art style was surprisingly good.
Yeah, and this part's pretty cool. Actually, so one thing I just want to show you, we're just gonna watch, because I love how cute this game is and all these clever little additions that they've put into it.
Okay.
So just wait and watch. Oh, I think that was him being like, "Hey, bro, you should probably do something now." If he doesn't do it in another 15 seconds, I'll leave it. But that was awesome.
He did it so fast.
Yeah, that was. There was kind of like the little icon at the bottom you were pointing out, like the flip back and forth thing that goes super fast. Okay, well, one more thing, because he did something really awesome yesterday, but I guess it's random. I guess he has a whole bunch of different... Yeah, so he'll actually take his goggles off and clean them if you leave them long enough. So this level, we get a bubble that we have a certain amount of moves that we can float.
Oh, that reminds me a lot of a remember there was
Mini clips?
Mini clips.
Yeah.
I was gonna say mini games, but that's no.
Mini clip games.
Mini clip games. Wow, we should do a mini clip games let's play.
I'd be down. Some new grounds too.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it's not. Yeah, I guess it's not as bad as it used to be.
New grounds?
In comparison. Like, some of the stuff that you see now, even on YouTube, might be...
Yeah, seriously. Like, back then, things were very clean. They weren't...
Well, Newgrounds was really fucked up, but I think only for its time. I mean,
exactly.
I haven't actually seen it in a while, so I could be wrong about that, but... I'm fairly certain that's the truth.
Did I need that? I think I needed that. Yeah, that's right. That's why they start you here.
Oh, shit. There was something I was supposed to remember that I said wrong.
In Toki Tori?
Yeah.
Oh, well...
It was like a Freudian slip, but it was...
Oh, really?
Oh, no. Just, just assume.
Yeah, just assume everything we said in the first 3 episodes is wrong. And you'll probably be correct.
It was one of those simple things where, like, instead of saying, this guy's the best, I said this guy's the worst or something. Like, it was just I just said the exact opposite of what I actually meant.
Oh, yeah. It happens. It happens. Let's get over here.
That blowfish is one of my nightmares.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Just a big puffer fish?
Just the way he's animated and his awkward, like, 3-dimensional section of his animation.
Yeah, look how fat and slow they appear.
And he's like got his mouth open like he's just always trying to eat stuff.
Yeah, and that totally reminds me. So this is the downside to this game, is that sometimes you'll make a decision and it was a bad decision, and now you'll undo everything you did just so that you can take back the one bridge that you placed at the start of the game. So there's definitely some drawbacks, but I love how campy it is,
that's
charming.
something that I wanted to say about this game. Every game has to make a decision about restarts. Every game has failure options for the most part, and they always have to consider how the player experiences that restart. This game chose to not make you restart the entire level, but go back as far as you wanted to. And that's pretty neat.
It's unreal, especially when you lose and it says, do you want to rewind or do you want to restart?
Right.
Yeah.
And I've been playing some games that have some various different options. Checkpointing is always a solid idea. Oh, you're going to go up and you're going to wait. Oh.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
And then other games just do the straight up quick save, where you can save exactly in a spot, which means that, it could be overpowered, but you could just as easily paint yourself into a corner.
Which I've done many times.
Wow. What?
Yeah, I know. The
one of them's sleeping, and the other one got blown into smithereens.
Yeah, so unless they've been either frozen or trapped, they'll just, vanish when the level ends. It's very strange. Very vengeful fish.
Vengeful fish.
Vengeful fish.
Vengeful fish.
I believe that's what they call the puffer fish.
Oh, yeah?
No, not at all.
No?
The whole not using the directional pad thing is bittersweet, because if you use the directional pad, his movement's clunky. It's really hard to go from up to down, but if you don't use the directional pad, sometimes you'll press the wrong direction, and that's not good either.
I really prefer analog sticks. They're a lot easier on my thumb, but in almost every 2-dimensional game, the precision required is just not there with the thumbstick. So most of the time I have to use the D-pad, like Spelunky and Messenger, Shovel Guy.
Shovel Guy.
Yeah.
Shovel Canite.
What? I didn't even connect the dots on that one.
I don't even actually remember where I was supposed to go now. Where do I go now? Yeah. I think this all makes sense.
Why?
Damn
Oh,
it.
is it a balancing log?
No, actually, it's not. It's just.
Then why do you
a big
need
ol'
to do
log.
both?
Actually, that's just so I could get up here. Cause yeah, I can only go.
Because you didn't have enough time.
Yeah, I only had 3 bubbles, so you can only go up 2 and over 1.
Oh, okay.
And that's one of the things that's really interesting about the bubble is that if you have 1, you can sit there forever. But if you don't have that 1, like if you go to 0, it pops and you immediately start falling.
Oh.
So that's why I was able to go over the guy last time because I had the 3 bubbles that I needed. And every time I say bubbles, I think of that guy from Finding Nemo. It's the bubbles! It's my favorite character.
Yes, that would be the obvious observation.
That's the bubble reference. He pulled out the bubble reference, Ken. Did you see it?
Yeah, I don't know. What about that, Juanita? Nice. Okay.
It's also a lot of counting
Oh
sometimes.
yeah.
Damn it. Really was supposed to go anywhere else. Yeah, like that.
Okay.
Boop, boop.
There you go.
There we go. See, it's a good thing Toki Tori is 2 blocks wide. Because it's the only reason that any of this works.
Oh, so each. Oh, I see.
Yeah, so he can move 1 space at a time, but he's 2 spaces wide, and so are the eggs.
Okay.
And that's how the... It's cool. I really like the fact that it's actually a rigid puzzle game, even though it doesn't look like it.
It does for me. As soon as I walk into a puzzle game, I see everything all at once and become overwhelmed.
Yeah?
And I'm just like, look at all those fucking eggs, man.
That's too many eggs.
I don't have time for these eggs.
Ain't nobody got time for eggs.
Like, enough is enough. I don't need 16 oofs. Fuck your oofs.
Get them oofs in.
You can't just go straight up with that?
Oh, I can, but there's some things I need to do first.
Listen, brother, there's things you just don't understand about Toki.
Yes. Toki is a special character. You must respect Toki.
Yeah, he's kind of, I'm impressed that he's dealing with...
Damn it.
Wow.
I walked right into that.
That is like a mix of like a piranha and a pufferfish.
And a shark, yeah.
Yeah.
All at once.
But
what were you saying about Toki?
I'm impressed that Toki's just, like, he looks very small. And maybe that's a normal size for an adult chicken in his world. But I think he's a kid. And he's dealing with some pretty serious adversity here. With and he's keeping, he's got his chin up,
Like Link.
Yeah. Just like Link.
Dealing with all that BS that Ganon's putting out in the world.
Fucking Ganon.
Gotta hate Ganondorf.
It's like, when are you gonna learn?
Yeah, what's that all about, Dorf?
Maybe he's just mad because people called him Dorf when he was a kid.
Yeah, well, you gotta blame mommy and daddy for that one. That's just silly.
Do not know what you are up to right now.
See? I built myself a little Z pattern.
But you had the bubbles there. Could you not have just bubbled straight up?
No. Maybe?
Yeah.
Maybe I could have, yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Maybe I could. Hey, it's a platforming game. I need to make sure there are platforms available.
Wow.
Oh, this is purely to show you how the freeze ray works. Oh, wow, that was really cool noise.
That is like a Star Wars sound.
Uh-huh. Choo! Boom! And see, they float.
Oh, because water is denser than ice.
Yes. They float. And then you can start doing things like this. Oh, damn it.
I guess you could do things like that.
Yeah, and then there you go.
Wow. See, some people say tutorials are necessary. I say the first level should be the tutorial, and the player should be unaware that they are even learning.
This game is a fantastic example of exactly that.
And it certainly has been so far.
And I just really appreciate that they didn't overdo it. Like, there's so many things they could have done that I feel like might have cheapened the game, and they didn't choose to do those things. So I think that's awesome.
Yeah, I think in this case it was because it seems like a pretty indie experience here.
Very much so. And I'm excited to try the second one.
Yeah.
I think that'll be it'll be interesting to see what they do better and what they don't. And I'm honestly down to potentially come back to Toki Tori because there's as many bonus levels as there are regular levels.
Wow.
Yeah, I just chose not to do them on this playthrough because I wanted to get to the new moves and stuff.
Well, there's a level editor, so we could feasibly never stop playing Toki Tori.
Yeah, and we could even it'd be kind of fun to make like challenge levels for each other.
Yeah.
You know, make them stupidly hard.
That's what I wanted to get.
Paper Mario?
No.
Oh.
Mario Maker.
Right. Oh, is that what that was called?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Super Mario Maker, but yeah. I wanted to make levels for you to play. Because what I've like, it's kind of fun to watch people do these Mario Maker levels, but for every sick level that looks like an actual Mario level that an individual made, there's about 10 stupid ones. And like there's auto levels. Have you ever heard of those?
No.
Yeah, so they you get on a thing, maybe a platform or something, and then the level just plays itself out. So like you don't do anything. It's just like a neat concept someone came up with that got taken so far that that there's just like all these ridiculous auto levels that go on forever.
So at first it was kind of like an experience, and then after a while it just became a goof that people do.
It's just kind of silly. It's like, yep, plays itself.
Yeah, well, I don't understand that. Why is there a push over the last like 20 years towards games that you don't have to work at? It's like...
Oh, one word. Starts with a P, ends with andering.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is that all that it comes down to?
Yeah, Bo Burnham had a song all about it.
Yeah?
And that's textbook pandering.
God, he had such a great... Like, you've seen all three of his pieces, stand-up pieces, right?
Yep.
God damn, were they ever impressive.
Incredible.
Just
like,
so well put together.
Probably my favorite has to be, like, as far as one bit goes, it would have to be Lower Your Expectations.
I don't know if I know.
It's a song about how if you want to find love, lower your expectations.
Oh, okay.
You know, if he's got a thing for feet, say fuck it, sweep me off them.
Okay, I totally remember that now.
Yeah.
I thought he had one that I thought was really funny because I'm a big fan of pushing things past where they seem to make sense. Mm-hmm. And he had a really great one about the Pringles can and about how it was too small to fit your hand inside. Well, and then he's like, and I want to have a daughter one day because, you know, her hand's smaller and it'll fit inside the Pringles can. And it was just such, like, oh, God, it was so well put together.
Well, that whole thing he did where he was playing like some weird music and talking about the Pringles can, that
it's like a Kanye reference.
It was a Kanye reference, yeah, because he fucks around all the time in his concerts and just does stuff like that where he just starts saying anything with an auto-tune to it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I knew he'd done it once. I didn't know that was like a...
Well, I don't know if it's happened more than once, but it's been enough that people noticed it.
Kanye is such an interesting dude. Like, he's such an enigma.
Yeah. Have you seen... I think we keep talking about this, but have you seen him on Joe?
Yeah. Because you did mention this.
I just love the way that... I mean, well, last time I made fun of it, but on a serious thing, I really like how Joe looks at Kanye and just says, like, that I think you're just misunderstood, and there's a way that your brain works that no one else's works that way, and it makes people think that there's something wrong with you.
Yeah, and it's actually, I find it Wait, didn't we find out that him and Kim K are breaking up?
Yes.
And that's disappointing. I actually do find that disappointing, because, like, even though they were always this, like, crazy couple that everyone, you know, thought of them as being, like, the crazy folks, I felt like, in the weirdest of ways, they never let people force them into the mold. And I thought that was, like, the best part of their message, is that they didn't really give a shit. They never gave a shit.
That's interesting.
But, I mean, all great relationships.
I'm not disappointed because no successful marriage has ever ended in divorce. So, I would be more of the mindset of congratulations, because some people never figure it out and stay married way longer than they should.
Fair enough. I mean, it's not a bad perspective to have, because there's so many people that torture themselves like that. Yeah. Oh boy, what are you gonna do? I feel like if your like worldview is tied to the idea that Kim and Kanye are together, you really need some counseling.
Or lower your expectations.
Yeah. Oh man.
Are you supposed to use every one of these blocks that you're moving? Because there was one at the very start of the level.
Yeah, that one's a red herring. So you see that fish there?
Yeah.
If you try and move that block, he'll beat you to the punch, and then you like can't get down there anymore.
I love that.
That there's red herrings.
I love like adding a piece that doesn't belong in the puzzle. That is such a mindfuck.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, and there's a few puzzles like that. You'll actually see a couple coming up as well.
Well, stealth games do that all the time. They'll have these sections that you just don't have to do. But you think, oh, enemies, gotta do that.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
And I like that this game has some situations where there's no choice. You have to do the configuration they suggested. But I've seen a few of them where I've inadvertently like done what I know to not be the right way, and it works out. And I'm like, oh, okay, I guess that's a solution too.
Yeah. It's very interesting. I love the balance of these bubble pools. I thought at first they were just all going to automatically give you extra things now, but I see now that I thought they were all going to just fill you up with as many bubbles as possible.
Oh, yes. I guess I didn't point that out.
I see now that each bubble pool gives you
blower.
5.
Yeah.
So walking over one with 3 gives you 15.
And it's cool that it sort of makes it this strategic, like, fuel consumption.
Wow, I like that.
Yeah, you like that?
That was fucking neat.
You like that? When the best part is that you have to go and figure out which block is required, because like you said, there was like some red herring ones, and so you have to like, obviously this is easier because I've done this before, but when you do it the first time, you have to go and just try. Try until you fail.
Try again.
I can't freeze the eggs. Man. I gotta save all the eggs. Bam!
You sound like that guy from I don't know his name though. Fuck. You played GTA 5?
Yes.
You know the crazy fuck with the I think his name was Trevor.
Trevor, I think it might have been his name.
Yeah, that sounded exactly like him.
Yeah.
Oh man, I gotta get the eggs, man. I'm wondering almost if Justin Roiland based his Rick off of that guy.
Oh really?
No, I said I'm wondering.
Yeah, but I just meant, is that similar?
Well, it's got like that. Oh man.
That classic rasp.
Oh yeah.
Okay, you know what? I don't actually remember how to do this one, so we are gonna call it, and we'll be back with more Toki in the Tori.